think we're spending too much money in Congress?
I do.
What would you do? Good. Then what would you cut if you were a congressman?
Well, I would start with the areas of agreement, and one of the areas of agreement is defense spending. And under the Ryan plan, the Republicans and the Democrats both believe defense can be cut. And under the Ryan
electric
plan,
boat? You think we could do without them?
No, of course not. I do not believe
How about
that
General Dynamics? Could we do without them?
Of course
well,
not.
What are we going to cut then?
There are areas of cuts, and we have many bases throughout the country. There's hundreds of bases around the world.
Now, your guys, who I guess none of them support you, but you're a Democrat like them.
None of them my guys. What do you mean my guys?
Well, you're Sheldon Whitehouse. Sheldon, whatever. I was confused. I got dyslexia. Yep. And of course, Cianci there. Okay. And
he doesn't support me.
No, I know that.
I'm not
and
on
Reed doesn't support you. Langevin doesn't support you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now,
what's
my question is, would you be like them though if you were in Congress? Do you support them? Let me ask you that.
Well, let me say this. What I believe they should do is stand up for what's right, what the people want, and the people have said.
That's all cliches. Do you support them?
It's not cliche though.
Do you support? You're a Democrat. At least you say you are.
Yep.
Do you support their re-election?
Well, Reed's not running, so yes, I support Reed.
Okay.
I would have to look. Of course, I support Reed. I would have to look at the person. That's the bottom line.
You had plenty of shots to look at Whitehouse. He's been there for a while.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm very frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm frustrated with Senator Whitehouse that he has not stepped up and done what's right for me. And his constituents are telling him in droves that I am the right candidate. I know it for a fact. Mm-hmm. And the fact of the matter is that you have to stand up for what's right, and that's what the electorate wants from us.
So what have they been? In other words, he's supporting Cicilline in your race.
Yes, everybody's supporting David Cicilline, and that's unfortunate because what it's doing in this party right now and hurting us tremendously with the voters. I'm meeting voters. I'm meeting tens of thousands of voters. There's nobody working harder in the ground game than me. Nope, and that includes David Cicilline. So I'm working that hard. And I can tell you right now that the electorate, the constituents, they are frustrated with their elected officials that are backing David Cicilline.
They're all Democrats. So are you urging the constituents who are going to vote in that Democratic primary not to vote for the endorsed candidate?
No, I'm not. I'm urging them not to vote for David Cicilline, to vote for me.
What about Whitehouse? What about Langevin?
I'm not taking a stand on anybody else's race, buddy.
Well, you're not taking a stand. How are you going to work? How are you going to work with them in
Washington? I'm running
Washington?
for Congressional District 1, and I'm asking for their vote from Congressional District 1.
Yeah, but I'm asking you about Sheldon Whitehouse because he's not. You have to work with these guys if you go to Congress, right?
Yes, that's right.
All right. So
they have to work with me when they get there.
Well, wait a minute now. You of course you have to work with them, whatever the story is here. But you're telling me that you're very disappointed in Whitehouse. Then you said that he doesn't support you; he supports Cicilline.
At least they should have remained neutral until the primary, right? So the right thing to do, knowing the poll numbers, knowing when they endorsed David.
Yeah, Cicilline was ahead of you last time I checked.
He was ahead by within the margin of error.
Yeah, okay.
And he's also going to lose. He'll lose the seat to Brendan Doherty. Everybody's clear with that. I don't think there's any question about that. As a matter of fact, there's two Washington D.C. based publications that say David Cicilline will lose the seat.
Let me ask you this: in the unlikely, by your definition, possibility that you would lose to Cicilline in the election in the primary, when it came
that's unlikely, by the way.
Well, okay. Well, let's just say, for the sake of discussion, that it happens. That surprisingly you lose. Okay, in your head. Tell me something. And you have to go to the polls in November. Would you be voting for Brendan Doherty or David Cicilline?
I would write myself in as a candidate.
Okay, you write yourself in as a candidate.
Because listen, I cannot support the Republican, and to be honest with you, I cannot support David Cicilline. I will not support David.
Now, why can't you support a Republican? I mean, I'm not saying you're a Republican, but if you see a good Republican, why are we so afraid to say you support?
I do not believe that Brendan Doherty is the right candidate for Congress. I think that he lacks the skill set to do this job.
You don't think he's years as state police superintendent and
listen, he has integrity. I'm not going to question that. He has integrity. I have integrity. I can create jobs. The reason I'm running is to create jobs. This is all about jobs. People in Rhode Island, they don't have jobs. That's why they're frustrated. They want our elected officials to step up. And that, frankly, it includes the general.
By the way, what do you got to say about Obama's health care? Now, if the Supreme Court upheld it, it's a tax, isn't it? I mean, the Supreme Court said it's a tax. So are you for that tax?
Well, you say it's for the tax. I mean,
I didn't say it was a tax. The United States Supreme Court said it was a tax. I didn't want to say it's a tax.
I'm not for any new taxes, but I'm certainly a.
Then how come you're for the Obama health care plan when the Supreme Court of the United States said it was a tax?
I believe it was a step in the right
direction. Okay, let me ask you this. Are you in favor of the part of Obamacare that says when you sell your house now you have to pay a 3.8% tax when you sell a house? Are you for that?
No.
Well, then what are you supporting the Obama health care plan? Because that's what it calls for.
At the end of the day, this.
So if you sell your house, you're going to pay 3.8%. And you're for that. You're for that. I just want you to go on record. You're for paying the 3.8% when you sell a house. I just want to put you on tape so you're for that. So the next time I ask you to change your mind, well, that you can't say.
I'm for appropriate.
Well, no, are you for that? Don't argue with me. I'm trying to get you some publicity. I want the people to know how you stand. Are you for the 3.8% tax on the house that a person sells when Obama's health plan goes in? Are you in favor of that? Are you in favor of that?
I am for it.
Yes or no? Are you for it or against it?
I am for it.
You're for, okay, thanks. I got to go to a break. He's for the tax. All right, hang on a second. I got to take a little break for traffic. We'll be right back. From the Pride Hyundai of Seacott. It's like pulling teeth getting an answer.